அசநீர் குடை மங்கையர் கொங்கைகள் பூசும் குங்குமமும் புனை சாந்தமும் வீசுதண்டிரை மீதழித்தோடு நீர் தேசுடை தேனினும் தெளிவல்லதே. See, you know, the women who are living on the banks of river Kaveri, they are smelling, okay? That is a very pleasant smell. You know, the human body is something which is rotting. You know, the human body doesn't have anything permanent in this life. It always used to rot. It always used to smell badly. But you know, the people who are living on the Kaveri are so blessed. Since they are taking bath on river Kaveri, they are fragrantly smelling. Especially why it is because these women, they are covering their breast with kungumam punai chandamum. You know, punugu, they mix this kungumapu, right? They mix the saffron with the sandal and they make red sandal. Okay, that was used in the color of red earlier that day. So they are using that, and they are also using that punugu and sandal. They are mixing and they are covering their body. Because of that, when these people are sweating, it is not giving a rotten smell, it is giving a pleasant smell. These people are living and taking bath on the river Kaveri, and the Kaveri is also so fragrant, and the water is so clear. You can see as you are looking yourself into a honey. So he is comparing the honey with water. You can take it in two senses, either by the taste, but here he is mentioning as in the honey you can see a reflection, like that in this Kaveri water you can see the reflection. You can see a reflection. Why he is telling that the Kaveri water is not so clear or crystal clear? See, these people are bathing on the river Kaveri, okay, with their body which is covered with the sandalam paste which is mixed with saffron, the sandalam paste which is mixed with this punugu. So when this mixed with water, you know, the water will get that painted, right? See, we should be thinking Kaveri is so breadth and the Kaveri is so wide. It is having gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons of water. These people, when they are taking bathing, how it can stain the water? See, such number of people are there on the banks of river Kaveri. Such number of people are taking bath every day. Because of those such number of people, the water is getting stained as it is looking like the honey. Beautiful, right? Such a comparison is being given by Saint Shekhala. He is comparing it to the core. His comparison is making it to a different extent. Slowly he is setting us into the tone. He is leading us into that bank of river Kaveri. When he is telling about Tirunattuchirappu, he is literally dragging us to that Tirunattuchirappu. Please don't read this and expect the same today, okay? Still the water are stained. You can see Nurai in that, which means the foam in that river Kaveri, that are due to the adulterants which we human are doing today. Okay, don't expect the same today, but he is telling the country was so pretty of his time. Shall we move to the next one? Thank you. மாவிரைத்தழுந்து ஆர்ப்பவரைதரு பூவிரைத்த புதுமது பொங்கிட வாவியிற்பொலி நாடு வழந்தர காவிரி புனல் கால் பரந்தோங்குமாள். And the Kaveri is bringing the new water, okay? This Adi month, they used to celebrate Adi Perukku on the banks of river Kaveri. So when it is bringing such water, it will come with that Nurai, okay, that foam. மாவிரை தழுந்து ஆர்ப்ப வரைதரு பூவிரித்த மது புதுமது பொங்கிட. So it is bringing all good flowers on it. It is like everywhere fountains, people are bathing and people are enjoying. They are making multiple small ponds all over. And this river Kaveri water, it is spreading to multiple locations. ஒந்துரைத்தலை மாமதக் கூடு போய் மண்டு நீர் வயலுகட் புகந்த வந்ததர் கொண்ட மல்லர் குறைத்தகை ஓசை போய் அண்டர்வானத்தின் புறஞ்சாருமாள். See, the people who are working on the fields on the banks of the river Kaveri, they are making that land set for that agriculture. When they were set for that agriculture, they are making sounds. In the upcoming hymns, you'll be seeing the same. They are here now. They are bringing the water by doing some physical work on the banks. By that, they are making some sound. Such a sound is so heavy, it is reaching where? It is reaching even the world of the Amaras, even the Indraloka. It is crossing even the Indraloka. Such a sound it is making. Then you could count how much people will be there working on the fields of on the banks of river Kaveri, and what is the sound that they are making, and it is reaching even the Indraloka, and it is crossing the Indraloka. That is what Cheklar is telling. Such wealthy fields. மாதர் நாறு பறிப்பவர் மாட்சியும் சீத நீர்முடி சேர்ப்பவர் செய்கையும் ஓதையார் செய் உழுனர் ஒழுக்கமும் காதல் செய்வதோர் காட்சி மலிந்ததே. He is telling there is a coordination between people. See, there are people who are taking that knot, okay? There are people who are bringing the water and correcting it to enter into that field. And there are people who are plowing the field. They are all so coordinated. They are all doing the job with so love on their heart. That is why that Kaveri Velanadu is known as Valanadu. உழுதசால் மிக ஊறித்தெழிந்த சேரு இழுது செய்யனுள் இந்திரத்தெய்வதம் தொழுது நாறு நடுவார் தொகுதியே பழுதில் காவிரி நாட்டின் பரப்பலாம். உழுதசால் மிக ஊறித்தெழிந்த சேரு. See, after plowing the field, people used to sow the seeds of this sali, that is that nell, paddy. Now, after you have sown, that mud will get settled down and the pure water will be clarified and it will be look at the top. Okay, it will be clear. When it got clear, the people on the banks of river Kaveri are praying to the Indra. After praying to Indra, they are started sowing this knot, which is the saplings of the paddy. So this scene you could see in each and every part of this Kaveri. That is what Cheklar is telling us. மண்டு புனல் பரந்த வயல் வளர் முதலின் சுரி விரிய கண்டுழவர் பதங்காட்ட கழைகழையும் கடைசியர்கள் தண்டரழம் சொரிபனலம் இரழியடை தளர்ந்த செய்வார் வண்டரையும் குழல செய்ய மடநடையின் வரம்பனைவார். He is telling about the banks of river Kaveri is flourished with many agricultural fields. Okay, so the water is so essential for agricultural fields that you can witness at each and every part of field, it seems. Okay, now the crop has started and it has started curving. When the crop started growing, the first bud, it will be a curved bud. So when they are seeing that first bud, the weavers will be telling, yes, now it is the time. Then they give the signal. People who used to take the weeds from the field, they will come and work. Okay, they will come and work. By the meantime, people who give this manure to the field, they will also come and work. But you see, these people are, they have such beautiful hair. The flowers are mistaking that their hair, the bees are mistaking that their hairs are human hair or flowers. The bees are mistaking the hairs of the women who are coming and working on the fields as flowers. Such wealthy women are there and such wealthy people are there by that time. That is what Sheklar is telling us through the sign. Any doubt on this? Any doubt on this? Shall we move to the next? Thank you. செங்குவழை பறித்தணிவார் கருங்குழல் மேல் சிறை வண்டை அங்கை மலர்களை கொடுத்த கயல் வண்டும் வரவழைப்ப திங்கள் நுதர் பெயர் வரும்ப சிறுமுறுவள் தள வரும்ப பொங்கு மலர் கமலத்தின் புது மதுவாய் மடுத்தயர்வார். Again he is telling, people will come and they will take that செங்குவளை மலர் and they will wear it on their head. Okay, how it is like the flower, when the flower will keep that bee as its hostage, right? Bee as its prisoner, right? Likewise, people will be taking that Chenguvalai malar and they will keep it on their dark black hair. And these people, they will also welcome other bees. When they are smiling, when these women are smiling, they are looking like a lotus which is blooming with honey into it. The Sheklar is comparing it to a different extent here. கரும்பல்ல நெல்லண்ண கமுகள்ள கரும்பெண்ண சுரும்பல்ல குடை நீல துகளல்ல பகலெல்லாம் அரும்பல்ல முலையண்ண அமுதண்ண மொழியண்ண வரும்பல்லாயிரம் கடைசி மடந்தையர்கள் வயலெல்லாம். Now he is telling about the fields on the banks of the river Kaveri. See, they will planted this karumb, that is sugarcane. If not, they will have a plantation of paddy, or else they will plant with this kamh, which is like pak, okay, that is areca nut, or else they will have again karumb. Because morning you could see these areas are getting so beautiful sunshine, and you can also, why the sun is so shining, because there are women, okay, they have beautiful teeth, arum pallu, mulayanna amudalla moliyanna. These women are so pretty. Their conversations, when they are conversing, they are so sweet. These women are so not very few, they are thousands and thousands. Where they are all working on the fields of river Kaveri. Now Sheklar is taking us into the setting to a different extent by this. Kayalba paindadanundan கழிந்த பெருங்கருங்குழிசி வியல்வாய் வெள்வரை தரல மலர் வேரி உல பெய்த கயலாமை அடுப்பேற்றி அரகாம்பல் நெருப்பூதும் வயல் மாதர் சிறுமகளிர் விளையாட்டு வரம்பெல்தாம். The fields of Kaveri doesn't only having this agricultural, that is paddy. The paddy fields is having so much of water. Because of that, in the paddy field, they are also having many fishes. You see, in the many of the Southeast Asian countries, these days, people are doing integrated agricultural farming. In this integrated agricultural farming, people are mixing rice, that paddy, and also with fish on their fields. But Sheklar is telling 1000 years ago, in Kaveri basin, we have that. That is what he is telling. We people are ahead of those time. Kayalbai pain தடநுந்துன் கழிந்த பெரும் கருங்குழிசி வியல்வாய் வெள்வழை திரள மலர்வேரி உழைப்பெய்த. So on the banks of such a field, there are small girls who are gathering and they are cooking. Okay, cooking and playing. Our children used to play with kitchen set, right? And they are playing the kitchen set game on the banks of their field. காடெல்லாம் கழை கரும்பு காவெல்லாம் குழை கரும்பு மாடெல்லாம் கருங்குவளை வயலெல்லாம் நெருங்குவளை கோடெல்லாம் அட அன்னம் குடலெல்லாம் கடல் அன்ன நாடெல்லாம் நீர் நாடு தனைவோ நலமெல்லாம். Sheklar is telling, you see, when I talk about that dense forest, if I am talking, it is not dense forest I am talking about. It is completely forests which are made up of sugar canes. Okay. When I am talking about land, fields, they are also sugar canes. Which is sugar cane? Kozhai karumbu, which means the plant that bananas. Maadallam karunguvalai, vayalallam nerunguvalai. See, when you see any water body, you could see that karunguvalai flowers which are flourishing on it, on the banks, on the fences. But at the same time, when you see into this fields, agricultural fields, there you can see many fishes which are going in the between of the paddy. Kodalla mada annam. When you see into the sky, you could see many annam, many birds which are flying. Kulamellam kadal anna. What does this mean? Any sea swan is coming? No. He is telling every pond on the banks of river Kaveri is looking like a sea, not like a pond. Naadallam neer. Naadadhanai ovva nalamenna. Namellam, nalamellam. That is what he is telling. You could see water everywhere in this country, then the wealth will often come to this place, right? That is what Sheklar is telling us through this thing. So are we clear? Any doubts on what we have seen until this moment?
Yeah, I have a small question.
Yes, please.
So, why does Shekar emphasize more on River Kaveri? Is that
I couldn't
is
hear
it to
you
fulfill?
properly. Could you please little be louder?
Oh, sorry. Seems I have problem with my AirPods.
What about now, Aya? Am I audible? Hello?
1 minute. Please.
Am I audible now?
Now you are audible.
Okay. I'm. So, what is the reason Sekar emphasize more on River Kaveri? Is that meant to fulfill some grammatical meters? Like, I heard that Tandi Alangaram, a text which talks about some kind of rules and norms for writing a kavyam. So, only for that sake, whether Sekara talks about Kaveri or it is meant for something else.
See, now I could say this is like Sheklar has two purposes. Okay. In the same scene, we will be seeing about Cholas also. See, he will be ending at that. Actually, I am breaking the suspense here. He started by talking about that glory of Cholas. That how he's telling about the glory of Cholas is that Cholas are the people who has inscribed their royal emblem on the peak of Himalayan mountains. That is highest peak of Himalayan mountains, and that is because of Kaveri. He is telling. In this set, actually, this is typically, if we could come out of this and which we talk about, this is like a little epic setting. As you said, Tandi Alangaram, when it is talking about the setting of the scene or setting of an epic, when we are about to talk, that before we need to give a description about that place, because it is not something like what we could say, it is something which we are reading. We should be getting the feel how it should be, right? So it is literally setting a scene, how it was by that time, and how that scene, how that location is about. So this is basically, as you have said, this is a setting up of scene. So he is emphasizing so much on Kaveri because he is telling, because of this Kaveri only, our Chola kings are so mightier. He will be completing in that. Okay, there's Anabayan who got this Kaveri and he is making it as so rich, and he is also getting rich. That is what he will conclude it. This particular Tirunattu Cherappu has 35 hymns, and by that 34th or 35th hymn, when he comes into that, he will be talking about that. He will be pinching that. So,
Okay,
this is how this is like a setting of scene. As you have said, it is literally setting up of scene. So he's literally, we may think that it is like beating around the bush. See, you could see this is such a big epic which has 4,200 plus hymns into it. So he describes a lot. This is like, you see, before entering into this, I should have told. Basically, we have two things. First, Tiruttondattogai, which was given by Saint Sundara. That was the first one, which records all these saints who got salvation through Swami. So that is the first thing. So this Tiruttondattogai was little described by Nambiyandar Nambi later when he compiled all this Tirumurai. So he gathered the information from various parts of Tirumurai and he made a Tiruttonda Tiruvandadi. So with these two books, Shekilar expanded it to the core. So when he expand, he literally set it as an example for the epic standard of Tamil culture. So if you could see, he started with the story. The story is being told by a narrator. Basically, we need a narrator to set up a story or set up an epic. So we have our narrator, that is Saint Upamanyu. So in order to talk about Saint Upamanyu, in order to introduce the epic, he uses Tirumalai Chirap. Now, in order to bring us to this place, he is using the Tirunattu Chirap. So when you talk about the country is being funded by River Kaveri. You minus Kaveri from Cholanadu, nothing will be there. When we minus Cholanadu from Kaveri, nothing will be there. That is what he is telling. That Tirunadu is because of Kaveri. So he is emphasizing very high on Kaveri. So did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. So,
Any other doubts? Any other doubts?